So today I want to switch gears a little bit. As you guys know, I'm super into printing, printing my own work, and a big part of that journey that I've been on is actually how to represent art, how it's presented from print or I don't know. For me personally, whenever I go into an Apple store, I'm always super impressed with the huge display they have on the wall, and they show whatever they have. It's from everything from screen backgrounds to what they're going to do and photos, and I'm always super impressed with the image quality of those displays. It's interesting because I talked to a friend of mine who's an architect and who has been who's building this crazy house for somebody, and they actually implemented one of those walls in their house, which I don't even want to know how much that is, but it's super impressive. It's like, I remember when I grew up, a friend of mine, they had these photo wallpapers, I guess. This was in the 80s, 70s, 80s, and they had these photo wallpapers of just a forest scene just in the room on the wall. And I always thought that was really cool. A small room made the room look bigger, and obviously, the print quality was just wallpaper. But I always thought that was pretty cool. So obviously, huge LCD screen is kind of in the same way that the actual dots are pretty big. When you walk by, you definitely see that it's made out of dots, but when it's still amazing, it's still really cool. I actually kind of looked into it a little bit, and I think Samsung and other people, I guess, are selling displays now for not only for commercial purposes, but also for private consumers. So you can buy a bigger display, not as big as in the Apple Store, but a bigger display for your living room. And then you can display your, pretty much whatever you want on it. Your family photos or your landscapes or your, anything from everything they have at the MoMA. You can just let it run. Another thing is, of course, that I have personally, I don't know how many people are into NFTs, but I've personally sold NFTs, I've bought NFTs. I like the idea of NFTs because the idea of personal ownership of a piece of art, or whatever that is, even if it's a JPEG, but it's like you have that ownership. It's registered, it's yours, and you can display it. And obviously, people buy LCD screens for their NFTs and they display them, which again is really cool. So, to make a long story short, I had the chance to go to Las Vegas and see U2 at the Sphere. Unfortunately, I did not have time to see the Postcards from Earth, which is the movie that they show in the afternoon, I guess. And I was mostly interested actually in the Sphere because it's this, amazing, not only from the outside, but from the inside. You're sitting in a LCD screen ball that, so I wanted to see that. I'm going to add some information in the description in terms of what it took to actually make the Sphere. And I guess they had to build a sensor, they had to build a camera, they had to build a lens. It takes 10 people or something to run the camera. It's 18K, it's a huge sensor where they capture everything. The data is just insane. So I really wanted to see that, and we went, and it was incredible. It's the it comes in the same way, just like going to an Apple store and seeing that wall, and seeing something on that wall that is just it's just amazing. Except that there you sit down, and then the entire sphere shows you these everything from captured to computer animated to graphics, and it really is unbelievable. So I highly recommend anyone to go and see it. I thought it was pretty much that is what live entertainment probably will be like in the future. I mean, the technology is so new. The capture is incredible. And extremely, there's one camera, there's one sensor, there's one lens to shoot this. So it's not like you can't even rent it if you wanted it. Well, maybe you could, I don't know. So that's incredible, but it comes back to at the end of the day, it comes back to the same thing. How do you show your art? How do you project your art? How do you put it on the wall? And the one thing that I have to say, and especially working with printing my own stuff in-house myself, is that I'm just so incredibly excited to see the prints come out, and every time I touch them, because it is something different. So again, coming back to LCD screens and projection and resolution, there's something to be said about that, but there's also something to be said about having a physical print, and because nothing comes close to that. Again, we're coming back to resolution, detailed tones, color. How do you capture that image? Of course, all that stuff is personal, but how do you present that vision that you have at the end of the day? And I'm just really happy to say that I'm super happy with the prints that I'm able to produce and capture the images and produce the prints. It's really exciting. It's still magic when it comes out, just like it's magic to go to the Sphere and see the whole, you have to see it to really get it. And it's just a different way of showing it. So I don't see prints getting replaced. I have been thinking about getting an LCD screen for my NFTs that I have, and so I'm probably still going to do that and have it as like a different piece of art. This is your LCD screen, and these are your works, and then having your printed pieces up on the wall, because the tone and the texture of those pieces is it's unparalleled. And again, especially on the Epson P9570, it is just unbelievable. So yeah, just wanted to share that. Thanks so much for watching, and tune in again. Sorry to ramble on.